16 November 1776, Captain Isaiah Robinson boldly sails the American brig of war Andrea Doria into the harbor of the Caribbean Dutch island of St. Eustatius and fires a 13-gun salute to Fort Aranya on the shore. Ordered to St. Eustatius to obtain munitions and supplies, Andrea Doria carries precious cargo of her own, a copy of the Declaration of Independence. Island Governor Johannes de Graaf, seeing the ship flying the newly designed United States flag, orders an 11-gun salute in recognition of the new nation and a people fighting for the freedom to choose their own destiny. December 1779, John Paul Jones, hero of the War for Independence and father of the United States Navy, writes from Holland, "The Dutch people are for us and the war." This recognition and support is forged by a unique bond, a shared belief in what Thomas Jefferson so eloquently described as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. More than a century and a half after the blaze of cannon fire from Fort Aranya on St. Eustatius, while World War II rages in the Pacific, this friendship, unique among nations, will be dramatically demonstrated once more. Royal Netherlands Navy submarine O-19 has an outstanding war record, making multiple patrols in the Pacific theater, attacking enemy convoys and laying mines. But the fortunes of war turn against O-19 on 8 July 1945. When bound for Subic Bay in the Philippines and running at full speed on the surface, she runs hard aground on a largely submerged coral outcropping called Ladd Reef. When every effort to free herself from the reef fails, O-19 Captain Dryfout van Hoof sends a coded distress signal in the hope that an Allied ship can render assistance before the stranded Dutch sub is discovered by aircraft or surface ships of the Imperial Japanese Navy. Now, all the O-19 captain and the 54 members of his crew can do is wait and pray. United States Navy Fleet submarine USS Cod, placed in commission on 21 June 1943, has proven herself worthy, sinking a variety of enemy ships, including the Japanese destroyer Karukaya. Cod has also experienced the terrifying effects of relentless depth charging, including one 30-minute barrage when she was attacked with 100 of the deadly underwater explosives. 26 June 1945, Cod is underway from Ypres Harbor, Guam. Her battle-hardened crew and Captain Edwin Westbrook are ready for anything the enemy might throw at them. 2 July. As Cod nears her patrol area, crewman J.N. Hemphill shows symptoms of appendicitis. On 7 July, with his condition worsening, Cod is ordered to Subic Bay to get the sick crewman to hospital. 8 July 1945, Cod Captain Westbrook receives another message from Task Force 71 headquarters directing Cod to render assistance to O-19. Captain Westbrook orders Cod's pharmacist mate, R.M. Pirtle, to increase the sick crewman's penicillin dosage, and Westbrook sets a course for Ladd Reef. Immediately upon Cod's arrival at Ladd Reef, crewmen from both boats begin efforts to free the imperiled Dutch submarine. But a strong current and hard rains hampered the attempt to pull O-19 free. 10 July. After all efforts to free her fail, O-19 skipper Dryfout van Hoof and Cod Captain Westbrook agree the crew of the Royal Netherlands submarine O-19 must abandon their beloved ship. While a U.S. Navy patrol plane circles overhead, two lashed-together rubber rafts ferry 55 Dutch sailors to USS Cod. With a heavy heart, Captain Dryfout van Hoof is the last to leave his ship, transferring the Dutch flag to USS Cod, where Skipper Westbrook orders it flown from the jackstaff, and where it will remain during the 3-day sail to Subic Bay in the Philippines. With the O-19 crew safely aboard USS Cod, a sad duty is performed as the brave Dutch submarine is destroyed with demolition charges, torpedoes, and gunfire, rendering the submarine flaming junk of no possible use to the enemy. As USS Cod departs Ladd Reef and the smoldering hulk of the Dutch sub, there is good news from Cod's sickbay. The penicillin has done its job, and crewman J.N. Hemphill, greatly improved, is eager to report for duty. After living in extremely close quarters for the 3-day journey from Ladd Reef to Subic Bay, the crews of USS Cod and O-19 part company when the Dutch submariners are transferred from Cod to subtender USS Antietam. Cod refuels and returns to sea, while the Dutch sailors are flown back to their base in Fremantle, Australia. As fate would have it, USS Cod is also home-ported in Fremantle, and the crew of O-19 is waiting on the pier when USS Cod pulls in after completing her 7th war patrol. The Dutch sailors treat the Cod crew to a heartfelt thank you party, during which the Japanese surrender and World War II is at long last ended. After 7 successful war patrols, Cod sees Cold War duty in the Atlantic, and then as a reserve training vessel in Cleveland, Ohio. In January 1976, Cod begins her career as a civilian-managed memorial, and in 1986 is declared a National Historic Landmark. Today, open to the public, Cod is recognized as one of the finest restored submarines in the world, and is the only U.S. submarine that both retains her World War II configuration and has not been modified for public access. The rescue of the crew of O-19 by USS Cod on 10 July 1945 is the only international submarine-to-submarine rescue in history. This daring and unprecedented event reminds us that from the November 16, 1776 gun salute of recognition from St. Eustatius to the present day, a unique bond between two peoples is held fast by a mutual belief in the blessings of a democratic society and individual liberty.